Xscape, you're at the top of your game, and you took a hiatus.
Yeah, we broke up.
Well, I told you I didn't want to be disrespectful.
No. I always felt like it was a breakup. The reason why I say it was a hiatus,
right?
Because you want me to go through the whole?
Yeah. Hey, you here? I got you. You here?
Okay, so we were, doing really good. First album, second album, or whatever.
So now it's time to start making some money. Now you say the first album you didn't make no money, second album you make a little bit more. Now the third you're like, ooh,
yeah, we was trying to go get that bread for the third album.
Okay.
So while we were actually on a tour when we were supposed to start these negotiations, so we was on a tour and we started hearing rumors on the tour that our group member Tasha was going solo. So basically, she started, she had said it to some other people, or her team had been. It was whispers of it.
Okay.
So we asked her about it, like, you supposed to be going solo, And she's like, well, no, but when I do go solo, I'm gonna let y'all know. It was that type of vibe.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes,
really?
It was that type of vibe. So it was like, okay. But once again, you have to understand the dynamics of our group. Growing up, she was the oldest.
Right.
I'm the youngest. Me and her always bumped heads.
Right. Okay.
Her sister always sided her and did whatever her sister wanted to do. Tiny kind of rides the fence most of the time. Right. So it's like it always felt like them against me a lot of times. So you by
yourself, so you on an island?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. It
was all the time. And so, but in this situation, it kind of felt like, she was separating herself a little bit.
Right, okay.
And at that year, I had just bought my house. So I'm 19, I had just got a house. Now, I still had payments though.
Right, okay.
So we supposed to be negotiating, and then it came back that she had basically had an offer from a label, I guess because they had been shopping the deal within the Sony system because you had to stay with it.
Okay.
And she had an offer. And so the lawyer basically was trying to say, well, she's not going to do the third album unless y'all allow her to do her solo project. And that's when it became an issue for us because I'm like, that was messing up our money.
Right.
Because we trying to negotiate this big money and they're like, well, we don't even know if y'all gonna stay together.
Yeah, right.
And all this other kind of stuff. They used that as an opportunity not to pay us what we were worth. Right. So anyway, it really, really became a problem. I remember the days that she came to sit us down to talk about it. Oh, child. She gonna be mad at me for telling this story, but I'm gonna tell you.
Tell it.
We had a break from the tour. It was like a 2-week break. So for that week, we wanted to change up our show.
Okay.
Me, Tamika, and Tiny, we had rehearsals with the choreographer. Tasha didn't come to not one rehearsal until the second to the last day. So she came in there. She didn't even try to learn anything. She said, I'm just gonna watch. And she was like,
hold up, you in the group. What you mean?
She said, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And we ain't doing that. Now, mind you, this is what we done put together all this week. She ain't came in for. Right. She just basically shut down everything we were talking about doing. And then she was like, when we finish this rehearsal, I want to talk to y'all or whatever. So it's like, okay. So we already in our feelings because we were like, she done shut down everything. She wasn't even here.
Right.
We sit down, we sitting in a circle, and she says,
y'all sit Indian style?
No, we're in a chair. We're in chairs. Okay. We're in chairs.
Okay.
And she was just like, yeah, so I told y'all I was going to let y'all know whenever I decide to go solo. Well, I'm letting y'all know. It's all about me right now. So, she said, Tamika and Tiny, y'all can go have more babies. And Kandi, you can do your little modeling thing or whatever it is you want to do. But I'm going to go solo because it's all about me right now.
She put it out there like that?
Yes, and our dumb asses was like sitting there like, like speechless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think she just caught us so off guard with the way she said it. It was just so disrespectful. Now, to be honest, down to her credit, it was frustrating on the first album.
Right.
Tamika got pregnant as we were starting to blow up, which became a big issue.
Right.
Back then it wasn't popular to have albums out and you pregnant.
Right.
Right. But because, she did that on the first album, then Tiny was like, well, it ain't fair, so she ended up having a baby on the second album.
Yeah.
So
what happened to you?
I was about my bag. I ain't doing that. So anyway, but to her point, I guess that's why she felt that way.
Right.
Okay. if I'm gonna give her any pass.
Okay.
But to me, I had got like this opportunity to do this. Oh, yeah, they still use their hair color box to this day. The Optimum hair color box. They had me as one of the faces on the box.
Okay.
So she was like, yeah, your little modeling thing or whatever it is you want to do.
Little modeling thing.
little modeling thing. So anyway, when she said that, I was just like, I sat there for a second.
Okay.
Because I was caught off guard.
Yeah.
But then I gathered my thoughts and I was like, all right, well, we'll just do the album without you. And she was like, well, I didn't mean that I was going to do the album without you. And, I was just saying y'all could take a break while I did my thing. Now, I felt like, because we've had arguments in them before where she would say, crazy stuff. I just felt like if she does leave and blow up, she ain't coming back.
No.
Period.
No.
So I was just like, we can't just be sitting around
waiting. Hoping.
So anyway, what ended up happening, the three of us talked and we was like, come on, we should just tell Jermaine, let us do the album, let her do what she want to do, let us do the album, whatever. We get ready to go to now we were all on the same page.
Right.
The three of us. We get to the meeting, and Tiny loved to tell this story. Tamika shows up with Tasha, and they got these gray wigs on.
Oh my goodness.
And we was sitting there like, we knew that was about to be some bullshit. Like, I should have showed up with your sister. We supposed to be meeting with Jermaine today.
Right.
We go in there with Jermaine, and so Jermaine's like, what's up? Whatever. And Tamika's like, well, can't you just let us wait on my sister?
Hold on.
Give us some money so we can just sit and wait on my sister to do her thing. I was hot. Okay.
You went off, didn't you?
I think, no, I didn't go off because basically at that point, you done made us look stupid in front of our label head right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we done told him we want to meet about going ahead and doing.
Well, you should have knew something, Kandi. They came in with matching wigs. You should have knew something.
Me and Tiny knew it was about to be some bullshit. But anyway, at that point, the conversation of us going ahead and doing that album was just a moot point.
Right.
And so what was decided was they basically let Tasha know that, she could do a solo project, but it would be after the third album. And she was supposed to do it with So Def and not the other company that gave her an offer.
Right.
So we went into our third album knowing that the group was going on hiatus. So that's why I say that.
Okay.
Because she didn't give us a complete answer of, I'm done.
Right.
She just said like, yeah, I want y'all to wait while I do my solo project.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying. Okay.
That was a long story. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm looking at you. Bills for Destiny's Child. Just Destiny's Child. Joe hit If I Was Your Man. I mean, so now you just sit back there like, man, I don't want to go back to no group. I'm gonna go write these songs.
It wasn't that.
I don't want no group.
Oh my gosh. It was a weird situation happening. So I was I was writing or whatever. And mind you, when I first separated, it wasn't just me. Tasha was still doing her thing too at first, right? But then while I was during the course of our album, our project's supposed to be coming out. I don't know what happened to her project. I just saw the other day she tried to imply like I stopped her project from coming out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, but I was like,
girl, how I do that? Can you please tell her to ask Jermaine Dupri why her album didn't come out? She was signed to So Def. Ask him. Like, I don't know why she be trying to blame me.
Right.
Anyway, but so for whatever reason, I don't know, because I wasn't really keeping up with what was going on with them.
Right.
After we kind of split.
Right.
I just really started
do your own thing.
Doing my own thing, and I was just grinding. So after my album hadn't come out yet. Right. But her deal didn't go through or whatever was going on. So then all of a sudden she was ready to come back.
Oh, no.
I was like,
oh no.
So they had a meeting with me, and I'll never forget. They was like, she was like, yeah, I think it's time for the group to come back, and people want Xscape, blah 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 blah.
Oh, really?
And I was like, huh? I was like,
did you say I don't want Xscape right now?
Yeah, I was like, nah, I really want to finish my project though. Like, no, like I want to, I still want to do my thing.
Right.
And they was like, yeah, but right now it's about Xscape,
Oh, now it's about Xscape.
Right. I'm like, okay, now when she thought
she was trying to escape, now you want to.
Now so I was like, yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think on that.
Yeah.
And then like
I thought about it, no.
No. It was worse.
Oh, what?
By the time I left, we had like sat down with each other for like at lunch or something. Okay. Conversation. By the time I made it to my house, they was calling me back and be like, you need to give us the answer now.
What?
Yeah. Or you need to sign a leaving member notice. So I was like, and like a leaving member notice, basically, it was just like, it allows the label to just officially say that they can do it with just them without you. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they were like, either you're gonna do it now or you just gonna sign a leaving member notice.
How they gonna tell you what you gonna do?
And they did. I really was pissed about it because in my mind, I'm like, well, we didn't tell you that.
Right.
But at the same time, they were the way they came at me, I was like, you know what? I need to just say, okay. I just said, okay, cool. I'll sign it. And I did.
Why did you say that's some bull jive? You should have said.
Because it had been so many years of our group, we do this vote.
Right.
Right? It's we have a voting system.
Okay.
So if you automatically know you're gonna have two people sticking together.
Yeah.
And then if they get in tiny ear, you got 3 against 1 every time.
Yeah, you outvoted.
I'm always on the losing end. You see what I'm saying? And so at that point, I just was like, I was just tired. I was just like, you know what? Okay. So I did. But at that point, it really piped me up to be like, okay, I really got to go get this bread.
Right.
Because now I've, basically said okay to letting them do what they wanted to do, letting them have it or whatever. And so that's why after that, the conversation, the time they came back a few more times after that point saying, oh, let's do it again. But at that point, I was like, nah, y'all didn't want me. Right. Like, that's how I felt.
Right.
And then mind you, our group, we do not have great communication.
Right.
I give to everybody's point.
But I thought women were great communicators.
No, I'm not.
Oh, so they've been lying to me, huh? Tell me I'm a poor communicator.
No, I'm horrible. Like I get into myself and I just be like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll just move on. We ain't even gotta talk about nothing. Like, I'm terrible like that. I am terrible like that. You shut it down.
You just close off, huh?
Yeah, I'm very, I guess, I do have like a dude side. I've heard that. But yeah, I definitely will be like, okay, cool. And keep it pushing.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before two something.